Guys, welcome to crypto trading. I wanted to go over some really exciting indicators that were just created, and they're called the Cherry Bell strategy. And this is the pro version. I also have Thomas on the line, and Thomas and I have been working with this AI technology that generates symbols, and we're going to go over what it is and how simple it is to use. So the dynamic chart overlays. First, there's a bell alert after a cherry alert. It's very simple, and it has a high probability for success. Then there's also what's called a bar replay. To practice the strategy to become more awesome, you need to have a success rate of 80%. So this is going to allow you to actually practice beyond the paper trading in a more theatrical situation where you have to kind of trade fast. And then you also have profit targets. Having a successful trade, this X shows when the exit strategy in the target is reached. So what this means is you have a cherry bell, which is in the upper left hand of this little indicator. You see the cherry. And it's an algorithmic program designed to discover the market reversal cycles. So market reversal meaning it's going to tell you, hey, everything is looking to be going down. And then the algorithm generates symbols which show where and when the reversals will happen. So the AI generated symbols are as follows. You have the cherry, then you have the bell, and then you have the exit. So Michael, how do the market cycles start? Markets consist of buyers and sellers of stocks, futures and options, contracts, and even Forex. So no market is continuously controlled by just buyers or sellers. Instead, the markets cycle back and forth. Traders, especially day traders, act as both buyers and sellers all day long. When traders feel that the stock or contract is cheap, they begin to buy. But when traders feel that the stock or contract has become too expensive, they sell what they bought. This is known as a trading cycle. The key to success is knowing when the new cycle of buying and selling has begun. So our alerts are tailored to recognize the start of the cycle. So when the cherry comes up, you'll see the red vertical line with the cherry on top and a red horizontal block on the bottom. That signals the end of the existing cycle and the start of a new one. Not an entry, but a flag for you to start watching the stock or contract. So now wait for the actual entry alert. When the bell and the star come out, that's an entry alert. So to be successful as a trader, especially as a day trader, you want to be able to identify the most highly probable entries. For example, when the stock or the contract is cheap and traders begin the cycle of buying, this is where the alert excels. So once the red vertical bar with the cherry has appeared on the chart, watch for the entry alert signal. The bell and the star and the same vertical blue line along the blue horizontal block on the bottom. This will be your most highly profitable entry to buy. And by all means, this is not financial advice because we are not financial advisors and we cannot tell you what to do and when to do it. This is specifically information teaching you how this technology works and what it's telling you or what options or opportunities that you have. So note, you may see more bells without stars. Oh, and one other thing, another disclaimer is that, nothing is perfect and, all and every indicator is not going to be 100% accurate. So you need to really only trade with what you are allowed or you can comfortably afford to lose, okay? Because nothing is guaranteed. And especially in crypto, it's extremely volatile and it moves really fast and you have to be on top of your portfolio. All right, now the disclosures are done, so let's go back to the analysis. So once the red vertical bar with the cherry has appeared on the chart, watch for the entry alert signal. The bell and the star on the same vertical blue line along with the blue horizontal block on the bottom. This will be your most highly probable entry to buy. So I know that the description says it's a blue line, but it's actually green. So no, you're not colorblind. That description needs to be changed to the green line along the green horizontal block at the bottom. All right. Okay. So this will be your most highly profitable entry to buy. Note, you may see more bells without stars. While these also show the continued direction of the market, they are not as good as an entry. Why? Because markets trade on momentum enthusiasm. The bell and star together show where there is the most momentum and enthusiasm to start buying. Bells without stars show buyers have not yet decided that the stock or the contract is too expensive to enter. If they are already in a trade, chances are they will remain in that position. Best to answer when the bell and the star appear on the chart after the red cherry. When buyers and sellers activity. So when buyers and sellers activity. All right. So on the chart, you'll see a continuous series of red and green dotted lines. This shows the direction of the trades being made real time by buyers and sellers. When the dots turn from red to green, traders have decided that the stock or contract price is cheap and it's time to buy. When the dots turn from green to red, traders have decided that the stock or contract is too expensive and it's time to sell what they bought. Now, the reason why this is being described as stock or contract is because these indicators are transferable to stock, options, and to crypto. So this is a full set of multifaceted indicators that are going to be able to help you in multiple different categories of investment opportunities, okay, in the markets, multiple markets. So it's extremely valuable, especially if you dabble in multiple different scenarios. All right, so let's go back to understanding the indicators. The red and green lines are known as an oscillator. An oscillator tells the trader when the stock contract is oversold. The red dot to the blue. Okay, so it's not blue, it's green, but meaning that it's now cheap and it's time to buy. An oscillator also tells the trader when a stock or contract is overbought. Blue to red. So in this case scenario, it's green to red. I hope that makes sense. So anytime you see the green, imagine it as blue. And it's time to sell or exit the trade. Our computerized monitoring of traders' activity enables us to identify if real time when buyers feels that the stock or contract is too cheap and when it's too expensive. So this is the where area, the trade exit, the X. One last thing that can appear on your chart is the red X. The X helps you identify when you should exit a trade, which means take profit. What do I always say? I say take profit often. When you may have already exited your trade earlier and taken your profit. So just to reiterate that, I know it's like reading this does not sound so flowy. It just helps you identify an opportunity to get out and take your profit, right? And if you choose not to get out on the X, then there could be danger at the end of that rabbit hole, okay? You got to be ready to hold it or fold it. You certainly don't need to wait for the X, but if you are still in the trade when you see an X appear, it's best to close the trade out and wait for the next red cherry. All right, as you can see in this example, X came and down went the price, and that's where you have it. So you have the cherry, the bell, the exit, and the rules. How to apply the cherry bell strategy. Objective of the strategy is to make the profit when buying and selling the market. So the goal is to achieve a profit of 5% or 10% to win the game. And the reason why the goal is 5%, guys, is because if you're trading, say, crypto on Coinbase, it's about a 3.9% fee to trade. So if you don't hit 5%, you're not even making 1% of your money back. You have to make certain that your profits are going to be able to give you enough money to pay back the trading fees. and make money. So larger sums of money in the market will allow you to make larger profits on a percentage basis. So everybody has to understand like what their ultimate goal is and what they need to make, and then that'll help you understand when you need to sell. But you also need to be very cognizant of the cost and the fees that that exchange is charging you, so that you make sure that you don't sell for less than 3.9%, because you're actually losing money on exchange fees if you don't have at least 3.9%. And there's like, what's the point of trading unless you just want to just play a game and tread water? But if you actually want to profit at the end of that rabbit hole, then you need to make sure you're making more than what the exchange is charging you. And remember, the exchange is charging you when you buy, and they're charging you when you sell. So you need to also consider, like, is that 3.9% both directions? And if that is, then you maybe need to make more than almost 8%. Okay, the bell alert. Or we'll get ready for the cherry. Let's do that one. The strategy starts when the trade sees the get ready cherry. This is a signal that the market is about to move. The bell alert. The trader then waits for the bell alert. This signal indicates that the market is now open and it's time to buy. The buy market. The trader buys the market at the bell. The amount is to be invested can be decided by the trader before starting the trade. Exit the trade. The trader exits the trade at the X mark. This mark indicates that the market has moved by 5% and the player can now exit with a profit. So all that's going to be dependent on the exchange and the exchange fees. So you should take that into consideration. Winning the strategy. If the trader manages to make a profit of 100%, they win the trade. If the player is unable to make a profit of 5% before the market closes, they lose the trade. Multiple rounds. The strategy can be enabled in multiple rounds, with the trader keeping track of their profits and losses for each round. Risk management. The trader must manage their risk carefully, as the market can be unpredictable. They should only invest an amount that they can afford to lose. Educational purposes. This strategy is designed to show and teach market cycle reversals. And I believe that is the end of our slideshow for today. So, oh, it's not. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Practice this cherry bell strategy to become awesome. So we have the cherry comes in, and then the bell alert. So it's the first bell after the cherry is where it says, all right, guys, the first bell, you have more opportunity and more Thomas, what do we call it? It's like every time after the first bell, the odds of winning go down.
Yeah,
So
your probability decreases.
Right. The trading platform. The bar replay allows you to apply chart overlays to historical data to learn how to apply the trade methodology. So we're about to do this live so you guys can see it. The reason why you see those bars, they're all grayed out, is because there's this one element in TradingView where you can press the bar replay feature. You can reverse your trading chart to a point of where the cherry comes in, and this is where you can like do what's called like a live buy and sell, and that's going to be fun. We'll do one of those live, and then you can see if you won the game, and this will actually strengthen your ability to buy and sell and trade, because you can just do it again and again and again as many times as you want, and you're not literally buying and selling a market live in your own exchange, but you need to get tuned into the rhythm and the motions of the buying and selling and the alerts. And then once you can master that, then you may want to go and actually do it live. So here's the bar replay example. So the chart overlays are displayed, and then you have the bell alert. Well, you can see on the top, it doesn't show the bell alert opens, but when the bell alert comes in and you buy, then you'll see that there was a purchase on your TradingView. I know this slide is really slow, but I mean, it's really tiny, so it's hard to see, but it shows that there was a purchase and that you have an open position. And then in the second slide below, you see there's an open position, and it's that little small blue oval with some green writing to the right of it. It's green because it means that they were, the trader or you are in profit if you put that trade in. So then the next thing you're going to do when you do the bar open replay is you're going to see an exit come in and you're going to exit the bar replay. You're going to sell. But that's actually, you should see an X when you choose to sell, or you can sell when you see yourself at a profit. And then on the bottom of your screen, it'll show your profit. So it's gamifying the practicing of buying and selling and swing trading. So the bar replay shows the trader total profits gained on the lower right where you see total profits. So the bar replay results. This example shows a success rate and total profit loss. You need to have a success rate of 80% and above. So then you'll get a little note on your trading view that says, "Congrats, trader. Your hard work shows on ProShares Ultra Pro Short QQQ in bar replay." Now that description is because Joe also is doing a lot of options, and he likes to trade QQQ in his options and or stocks. So that's where he got that screenshot for. But this will say the same thing even if it's just the crypto that you're trading with. So this is how to obtain a success rate over 80%. The first one is enter the trade on the bell, buy more on the star, and trade or hold till the X. The second option is enter the trade on the bell, exit the trade with the market order of 55% gain. Or third is enter the trade on the bell and hold until the X. So profit targets. This example shows a success cherry bell trade. This X shows when the exit target is reached. So on the left, you see the cherry come in. The red line is showing that the overall market at that point is going down within that time frame of that particular chart that you're looking at. The bell comes in, so the person buys on the bell and then holds it until that X comes in. And that is what we call the setup, the cherry bell setup. So the cherry bell strategy, this example shows the complete pro package. So you see have the cherry comes in, and then you have the star on the bottom and the bell, and that's where the trade with the most odds in your favor appears, and typically is at the time of the first bell after the cherry comes in. And so the Pro Total 3 chart overlay is number one. You get the bell chart overlay. You get the star chart overlay. The bell and the star are the ideal buy-ins. And then you have the third one is the trend chart overlay. And that's the one that's the red to the green. And there's 8 weekly class meetups. For example, traders in the VIP editions, there's a second series of upgraded indicators, but at this time today we only have an opportunity for you guys to start using the first pro versions. But after you successfully use the pro versions, then you're allowed to upgrade to the high volatility. That's the AI symbol that shows potential reversals, and this can be used to exit trades early. And then you also have the Fibonacci levels, and that's the AI generated projected levels, and this shows reversal levels, future reversal levels. And then the supply and demand levels, that shows support and resistance, and this shows where to place stops and potential profit targets. So this will be allowed to people that do have the pro version, but not yet. So the upgraded version is going to have resistance levels and the support. You have the AI time generated levels. You have the bell alert, you have the star, and you have the cherries. It shows the supply and demand, and it shows the support and the resistance. The cherry bell strategy, this example shows the complete VIP package. The VIP is the bell chart overlay entries, exit levels, high volatility warning, supply and demand, fib projected ladder, the star chart overlay, and the trend chart overlay. and 8 weekly class meetups. So how to become a successful trading in your first 90 days? 1, practice the Cherry Bell strategy. 2, attend weekly Discord alert meetups. Study Discord training. Learn how to apply the Cherry Bell strategy successfully. Share your results with the team and learn the steps, and you will change your life. And that's the alert chart overlays. All right, so what we're going to do is go into a chart and let's look at it. So this is the Cherry Bell strategy. And Thomas, do you want to chime in a little bit and tell us a little bit about what you're doing with this and how everything is going with you?
Sure. Okay, so I mean, the first thing is that when you look at any of your instruments, now you have to obviously decide what you want to put in, what you want to play with, what is your exit strategy going to be from a profit perspective. So you need to do basically some basic calculations. So let's take an example of you want to play with $1,000 and you want to make a 5% on that. So that means you basically want to trade with 1,000 and you want to get out $50 in profit on a trade. Now, obviously, if you look at your chart, then you will see the first cherry that happens. You'll see the first bell that happens. And then that would be the opportune time to actually take that trade. And then you'll ride it up until you see, obviously, if you use the example there of the first bell, you would potentially ride it up until it gets to the second or third bar up. And you could potentially exit out of that, or you can decide to, as we call it, let it ride and wait for the whole movement to complete all the way up where you see the second spike after the second bell. The secret to this is the fact that, yes, you can let your trade remain in play all the way until you see the X. Ideally, you basically want to exit before that because you could be pocketing more profit. So while you're trading, the recommendation is to be live on screen, ideally. And that's why we're promoting short trades and we're looking at time frames from 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or 1 minute. It just depends on, your strategy. Whether you want to trade, for instance, just 30 minutes a day, or do you want to trade less or up to an hour a day, that is completely your choice. So if you set up that bar replay and put it in, I think your replay there's 1x, you can go slow. I don't know how fast you are, you're going at 3x. So. There we go. So if you move it a little bit back, and then we can actually get okay, so there we go.
I'm going to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you hit this reverse play button, call it bar replay, and then go back to your cherry. I'll go a little bit before the cherry. And then you have to scroll your screen over to the left. Now, right here, it'll tell you the speed. So I'm going to go 1x.
Yeah.
And down here, when I see the bell, I'm going to press buy. When I see the X, I'm going to press sell. I can press the buy as many times as I want, so I can buy it at different bells, and then I can sell it at different. What do I know? I think when I do sell, it sells it all, right?
Yeah, it'll close up all the positions. Yeah. There's
Or
flatten.
flatten, you press
Yeah.
flatten to sell everything immediately. Okay, so here we go. See how fast I can play. Here we go. So I started that way. There's my cherry, so I'm waiting for it.
So now you're ready. So you know, eyeballs on the screen, so as they call it, and we're waiting for that.
Waiting for that bottom out to happen. Buy.
There we go.
Buy. Buy. I shouldn't have bought that much, but okay, so I'm gonna, oh no, I sold too fast. Oh my God, I sold too fast again. Okay, I'm quit. I'm gonna do it again. I'm not following it. I'm trying to just use my own brain. I should just wait and follow indicators. This is what happens, guys, if you don't follow the indicators.
Yeah. So the other key to the strategy is you need to decide whether you want to do buy trades or sell trades. Don't do them at the same time. It gets very, very complex.
Oh, wait a minute. So let me pause this. So when I did sell, was that putting in a sell trade?
Well, it kind of puts a sell in, but it tends to flatten because you've got trades in play. So it kind of cancels one, cancels the other. It's a weird way of working. So in my testing, I've decided to simplify just for my brain is to rather do, if I go into a trade, I decide whether I want to short the market or whether I want to buy the market. Now, where I make my decision is on the trend. I look at my trend at the bottom. If my trend is green, I do not sell. I only buy. If my trend is red, then I only look for sell opportunities, and that's how I decide which way to go.
I am so off today. I'm just so fast. I got to do this again. I'm starting over, guys. Okay, let's start over. Here we go. We're doing it again. I'm literally going to follow the indicators, and this is such good practice because I keep wanting to use my brain, and I got to stop.
Yeah, no, don't think. Just
Yeah.
look at what's happening. Yep.
This is
Don't think.
pretty
This
pathetic
is a
that I'm
game.
doing this.
Look at it like a game.
Yeah. So I'm buying on the bell and I'm flattening. I'm not selling. I'm flattening.
Correct.
And that's why I went wrong earlier. All right. So we're watching the market. Buy. All right. I could have bought in a few times, but I didn't. Okay. So now I'm going to go to flatten. And I can flatten now.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well.
So now I can go buy again because the moment it gets out of the red, remember it's green again. Then you see a buy opportunity.
So I'm waiting for the bell. And I'm on a 3-minute chart, guys.
There we go. To buy again. There's green.
I'm trying to stick with the bell. So we could buy on the trend bell, but
There we go.
I'm flattening. Thank God. Oh, I'm up $262. This is so exciting. So guys, I sold when I wasn't on an X.
Well, yes, the sort of underlying strategy. The moment you make a profit, you close your deal and you're done trading. That is you don't have to wait for the X. The X is your last chance that the AI is basically telling you, dude, get out. There's a trend reversal in the market, which means if you're in a trade at that point in time, chances that you're going to make money is going to be very little. You're probably going to get a loss. And that's why we have the X there. It's basically a visual cue that if you are in any open trades, last chance close. Because if you wait any longer because of the market reversal underway, you're going to lose money now. So if your strategy is, as I explained, to play with $1,000, you want $50 as your profit. The moment you've got a trade open and you make your $50, you don't have to hang on to that trade for longer. You can close the trade. I mean, if you do, that's fine. You make more money, that's also fine. It's no harm. But obviously, we're trying to keep to the saying that you have, Susie, where you say piggies get fat and hogs get slaughtered. And that is the problem with people staying in the market sometimes too long, and then they get basically caught. And hence, that's why we put the X in there as a basically, dude, get out, because you can see there now everything is basically starting to turn red. And you'll see at the bottom, your trend is now, there's a red coming in. So the idea is to do quick trades and bank that profit, because remember, money in your pocket is profit. Any other money is not in your pocket. It's in somebody else's pocket.
That's amazing. I need to do that again. There's so many things that I wanted to do on my own. So I think that this is, guys, this is an important part of swing trading. And to really, I feel like to maximize your understanding, is this bar replay is like irreplaceable, because look at how many times, like you could replay this moment in time again and again, so you can see how far it was from the Keltner bands. You could see how high it was, and you know when it's that high, that is a take profit in itself. So you consciously have been listening to our classes for the last years, and you understand like the distance here is just another one of those risk things. The other thing, Thomas, last week we talked about, I'm going to just make this wide, is every bell past that cherry is a reduced likelihood of really hitting a huge home run. So you can go back here and do an analysis, like from this point to say like this point, it was 2%. So that's not necessarily enough if you're trading on Coinbase. Remember, this is a 3-minute chart. So let's say the first bell like around here, and then the second bell, that's 3%. You're still not really in a lot of profit. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go to a larger time frame, 2.58%. So you have to take into consideration the percentages you need. So you may even want to start trading on like a 5-minute, so that the time frame is longer. What has your experience been with that, Thomas, is like as far as?
Well, here's one part of the secret of trading, in that is leverage. Now, obviously,
Options.
Well, options, futures, and leverage, they're all the same, but they're similar and yet different. Now, one thing that you can do is that if you can play with 1 Bitcoin, then when you play with 10 Bitcoin, it's basically a 10x leverage. But I mean, to get 10 Bitcoin, that's going to cost you about 300K at the moment, because it's sitting at 30K. So if your profit margin is X%, the only way to get there when there's low percentage point changes is to relook at your basket and actually look at proper leveraging multiple coins, aka you buy 10 of a coin or 100 of a coin or 1,000 of a coin, okay? And when that one coin jumps in 1 or 2%, you get an automatic leverage of whatever X you put in, be it the 10, 100 or 1,000. And that's how you can use leverage without actually having to play options or futures. And then you can maximize your returns that way. So for instance, you can go into, say, buy 10 coins that's less than $100 each, or buy 100 coins that's less than $10. Or if you really want to go up to 1,000 coins, then your coins obviously have to be less than $1. And if you could go higher and buy coins less than 10 cents, but obviously it depends on your basket. So yeah, we're busy researching, the basket and what gives us good leverage options, but we're also looking on a wider baskets of with Forex, stocks, crypto, and the subsets of crypto. There's quite a, crypto is not just normal crypto. There's a lot of different subsets that move slightly different. I mean, like some of the coins that I'm following, they're varying anywhere from 3, 4, sometimes as much as 12, 15% in a couple of hours. Now, you just need to be on the right side of that movement, and that's basically the profit that you'll get. To apply the Cherry Bell strategy on it, literally the calculations takes about 10 seconds. So for you to go through a basket of, say, 10, 15 instruments is very, very quick, because the AI needs about 10 seconds or so to calculate everything. And then you can see whether there's a trading opportunity or not. Now, the qualification of this is obviously, it depends also on your exchange or broker that you use, and whether they allow you to do buy trades and sell trades, aka shorting of the market, as they call it. If it does not allow for that, then obviously, you can only do buy trades, which means when the indicators are in the green, that's your trend that you'll have to look at buying, and then you'll see your graphing will be above the bands, which we call the river, because it kind of looks like a river, just to kind of keep it things straight and simple, or simplified. And the moment your graph is above the river, you have buy opportunities. And if you can sell or short the market, then you're looking for the opportunities that's below the river, which means the river is on top of it. So after the X, you'll see there's a cluster or a very deep reversal, and that it would have been a perfect opportunity for you to do a sell trade or a short, if you're allowed to do that in a market on your broker account.
But just know, guys, even though it's cryptogaintoday.com, to get these indicators, we got Joe to offer them for just $100, and let's see what it is right now, for $139 for 3 months. It will be going up, so you want to get it at the introductory price. Crypto Gain Today, but they're not just crypto. It could be stocks, it could be options, and so forth. So everybody's quiet today.
Hey.
How are you doing, William?
Long time.
I know. Have you ever done simulation trading on your TradingView account?
No.
Okay, well, you're coming in a little bit late, so I'm just going to tell you the domain name. If you get super excited about this, like Thomas and I are. So it's cryptogaintoday.com. But watch this. See this little reverse bar here? This is like Back to the Future. I would
Really?
say it's the Back to the Future button. So watch this. I'm going to press this replay bar. I'm going to go back to the cherry. Okay. Now
Okay.
I pull my computer screen back. So this time happened, but we've disappeared it. We've made it invisible. Now down here you can say how fast you want the replay to be. So I'm going to say 1 time. Now these indicators that Joe just made that are at cryptogaintoday.com, it's going to work with the simulator so you can learn how to swing trade without losing your shirt while you're practicing, okay? So what we're
Yeah.
going to do is the way to play this game, which is really how you're going to trade with indicators, but you're going to be able to practice to see if you're able to follow, is the cherry comes in and I buy on the first bell. And then if anytime I buy on every bell after that first bell, the odds of winning are less and less, then I definitely want to make sure I'm out of the market when the X comes. But here's the deal. I click buy to buy on the bell, and then I flatten because we're Americans and we can't short the market. But if you want to pretend like you live in another country, you could sell, but that means sell the market. It doesn't mean that you're selling what you bought. Flatten means that you sell, okay? So we're going to play the game. So I'm going to press play. And I'm just going to watch it. And when the bell comes, I'm going to click buy.
Wow. This is
And
a
then,
nice feature.
yeah, it's super cool.
What?
Yeah, watch this. I know. So I'm waiting for a bell. The cherry says, wait for it, wait for it. The cherry says, hey, things are going to drop, but I have to wait for it to drop to the bottom now, okay? So you see it going up, but the deal is it's about to drop. So it's at a high, and you can see that it's oversold. So the system is saying, do not buy yet. Let that cycle happen. Let it drop to the ground, and then buy when we get a bell. So the first bell is going to be, okay, see, look, we're good. There's got to be a bell coming. It's got to be. I'm buying anyways. That's bad. I shouldn't have bought. So look, the bell happened. I knew the thing that would come up because it was on the ground. So now I'm going to move my cursor to flatten because it's going to go up. And when I see a profit up here in these numbers, I'm going to flatten. So I'm waiting for it. The bell came in, so I could buy another one at the bell, but I'm not. I'm just going to stick to what I have. Okay, I'm flattening. So I just made $29. You see that down there? That's profit.
Wow.
So look how high I am. I'm not buying again because,
Digital money.
yeah, see how pigs get fat, but hogs get slaughtered? Look how far we are from the Keltner band. I'm going to wait, right? I'm not going to go in. But I could, but it's going to be risk. Okay, there's the bell again. So I could have bought on that. Okay, I'll just do it. All right, and now I got to be careful because this is way risky. Remember, each bell away from that first cherry is a risk. So I could lose it. See, I lost. Darn it. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have gotten on the last bell because I knew better because, oh my God. Okay, I'm buying now. The star just happened, okay? So let's see if I can recoup my money. The star comes in and the star is another like buy button. Oh, I'm getting out. Okay, good. I'm only negative 24. Okay, I'm going to wait till I get to the bottom of that Keltner. I'll buy. I'm not following the indicators right now. I'm just following my brain, which is not. Okay, no, wait. I got to wait till we get higher than that Keltner band to flatten. I got to get that loss back. Oh, go back up, go back up. I can't remember. Okay. Oh man, I got nervous and I had sold at the bell. I'm supposed to buy at the bell. Okay. I'm gonna buy now. Let's see I forgot what the future holds, but I'm gonna try to get more money back. I need to recoup. All right, I'm just taking that profit. Okay. Isn't this amazing? This is really gonna like. All right, I'm totally buying that low. I'm not following the indicator, but I'm just go back up, go back up. Okay, selling. I'm trying to get back to a profit. Let's see. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of profit here. Okay. I'm almost, oh, see, I know I'm too high to buy right now because I'm way above that Keltner band. All right, I'll buy now. This is total risky. Come on, just go back up, go back up. It may have been totally. Oh, go back up, please. Oh man. All right, I lost. I mean, success rate is 62%, but I was totally lost. But do you see how this is so amazing? You still there, William? Oh, everybody's like losing their voices. All right, so Thomas, this is exciting, and I think this is so important. So just to recoup, guys, on this virtual AI trading game indicator that you can get at cryptogaintoday.com is the star. The star is where you buy at, and the bell, but every bell away from the cherry is risk, okay? And what I was doing without the indicators is I was buying when I was below that low Keltner and then trying to sell when I got above the Keltner band. So that's beyond the indicators. But these are great, great, powerful indicators, the bell and the star. So if you're a conservative trader and you want low risk, then that's the way to go. And you can take your ruler here and you can test them out and say, okay, if I bought here, right, go back to the ruler, sorry. If you say, like, if you bought down here, the first bell, and you sold on the X, where would you be? That'd be a 4% profit. So, all right, well, that is it for the night. Do you guys have any questions? Don't know, William, if you're still there or not. And Thomas, is there anything else you want to add to this?
No, I'm just glad that we actually managed to bring this out for you guys, and I'm looking forward to having a vibrant community and people learning to trade easy and play a game and have fun and make money. Isn't that the best of everything? Kind of.
Look at
So
the
yeah,
bell
no,
came in for real.
yep.
I'm going to, I mean, beyond the simulation, I'm buying it. There we go. So we just bought on the bell. It's a 15-minute, so so exciting. So each of these candlesticks stands for 15 minutes. So that's exciting that it just came in.
Well, what you can do now is you can actually drill down to a 5-minute or 1 minute and then see when you're in profit and close out earlier. You can actually see how it steps in. And the way I kind of use it in my trading is that I do the 1 hour and the 15 minutes, see what's happening, get an indication of what's happening from a wave perspective, in a big trend, and then I go on to the 5-minute and 1 minute and see if I can have a quick, less than 10-minute couple of trades and bank some profit that way.
So 1 minute. So what I did is on the 15-minute, guys, I set in my paper trader on the 15-minute, and I said, okay, buy here, we'll sell up here. So I like your 3-minute, 5-minute. The lower time frames you're trading, guys, the more to get larger amounts of profit, you need to have larger amounts invested. So if your ultimate goal is to make $100 or $200 a day, then you need to take into consideration what your invested amount needs to be and what 3% of that would be. But also, you need to, if you're not doing what Thomas talked about, leveraging, you need to take into consideration the exchange fees too for the shorter time frames to be able to get a substantial amount of live money. Does that make sense? So guys, if some people do this just day in and day out, and this is all they do, they could, you can do this when you retire. So if this isn't something that you're doing full time now, don't worry about it, because if you learn this skill and you understand the rhythm of the market and you practice now, in just a couple of weeks, months, and imagine years down the road, you're gonna be in sync with this. It's like you're learning how to read music right now. And just like people playing the piano or a violin, they spend sometimes their whole life perfecting that instrument. And I want you to really just feel confident that you will get there and you will understand the ebb and the flow of the market, and you'll be able to read all charts, and you'll be able to tell if this is something that's even worth working with. So if you go to cryptogaintoday.com, right now you can get these indicators for $139 for 3 months, and that'll give you time to do the simulation and to test it out and to see if you can make those trades. Does anybody have any questions? All right, well, with
Yeah,
that,
not a question, just something to add in. It's quite correct what you say. The idea or the concept behind, myself and teaming up with Joe especially, is the fact that I wanted a tool that imparts a skill in just about the easiest way possible. And this is by far the easiest way to learn to trade, because what's more easier than to learn to play a game? And this is basically playing the game. And that's why we're using indicators that are simple to understand, a Cherry Bell X, nothing complicated. And yeah, I mean, we've gamified trading, which means that this is a skill that you can take with you wherever you go. You can trade, as long as you've got a phone or laptop and you've got an internet connection, you can do this and literally generate money on the run, so to speak, almost.
yeah, you have a point there.
So if you dream about that lifestyle, traveling, and you don't know how you're going to fund it, well, this is a perfect vehicle for you to do it, because I mean, we've tested this with the apps. TradingView has got an actual mobile app, and we've tested this. Our indicators that the AI generates works. You can see it on your phone, and you can execute your trades right on your phone. So you don't even need to have a laptop if you're obviously quite comfortable with the size of the screen that you've got on your phone, or tablet for that matter.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at the different charts to see.
No, I mean, look at that. Literally within seconds, you're flipping between your instruments, and your AI does all the hard work for you.
Yeah. And the best part of it, guys, is if you're looking at a chart, it takes a little bit for it to like just generate, but squeeze your charts up because you're looking for those cherries. And the farther away you are from that cherry, you just wait. And it's really helpful to understand like it's just not the right time. You're late for the party. Cherry Bell. That's it. Cherry Bell. Cherry Bell setup. And so a lot of times when Joe's working with a client, he'll say, and they're talking about their trades and whether they won or lost that day or that week, and he'll say, what was your setup? Cherry Bell setup. If it wasn't the first bell after the cherry, then it wasn't the ideal setup. Cherry Bell Star is even better. So the one I just took on Ethereum wasn't really the ideal setup, just because of the fact that I'll show you what I just got in. It wasn't right after a cherry. Okay, so this is a 30-minute chart, but I just bought it on the 15-minute chart. So look how far away. I just realized this once I did that trade. I was like, oh no, I was so far away from a cherry. But I get super excited. And the reason why I wanted to jump in on that Ethereum trade is because it was a Bell Star. That's like the best setup that you could have is the Bell Star, but it's a Bell Star after a cherry. So all in all, it's good to understand, like when all the stars are aligned, you're in it's a good scenario. You can see here the star came in after this big downfall and the new momentum came up. Let's see how much that movement was. So right here to that number 6. That's good. That's 4.85% in 15 minutes. So if you had $10,000 in the market, how much is that, guys? That makes $485.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's 3 hours and 15 minutes. So that's some good side hustle money, right? In 3 hours and 15 minutes, you make $485 just by having 10,000 seed money to put in and take out. And then if you take this, like, let's see, like on a 1-day basis. Okay. So remember this, guys, the longer the time frame, the higher the movement upward typically is, and downward, both directions. So here's a cherry, here's the bell. Say you get on at the first bell, and you got this really hot top section. This is a 1-day chart, so each candlestick represents a day. That's 61 days and went up 43%. So if you invested $10,000 back on February 14th, 2023, it would have made 4,361 days, so 2 months. So it's like an extra $2,000 a month. And you could have taken profit at any time. So maybe you said, all right, look, I just want to, during that time frame, you could have just said, all right, well, here's the bell. So you got in. And then, I mean, the X hasn't even come up yet, though. But say you even, like right here, you're at 17% in 37 days. Or you could, down whatever. So even 17%, if you had 10,000 in there, that's $1,700 in 37 days. So that's a good amount of money. I mean, some people, the average rent for, say, a 2-bedroom in Connecticut for an apartment or a little mini house, it's $2,200. So that's some good seed money. If you had like $10,000 and you kept on investing it and you had those kind of like movements, then that's good. Now, someone shorting the market, if the cherry could help on the reverse side. If they said, all right, I bet it's going to go down, a cherry comes in and they were not in the United States, like Thomas is not in the United States, so he has the luxury of that. I think it probably went to here. They would have made 70% of their money in 72 days if they had $10,000 in there and said, hey, I bet it's going to go down, and it goes down. That's winner chicken dinner. That's $7,000 in 72 days. So a lot of people get upset when Bitcoin's going down, but you have to understand people are making bank when Bitcoin goes down or Ethereum goes down. It is a huge income producing activity for people outside of the country and the company we live in. All right, so guys, if you want to get this, you want to gamify your crypto, you go to cryptogaintoday.com and it's $139 for 3 months, and you can do them. And remember the replay bar. So what you do is you hit the replay bar, you go back, you come down here, you scoot your screen over, and then go to one times, go play, and if you want to sell the market, you can sell and then flatten, or if you want to buy the market, you buy and flatten. And there's a cherry, here's a cherry, we're waiting for a bell to buy. Or you could sell on a cherry. You could practice selling if you want to go move to another country. Or you can sell the market. Just quickly see if I can hit a bell, buy, and then I can flatten. I feel like this simulation really, really makes me practice patience.
Well, that, and then also it gets you out of your mental space, because 99% of trading is a mental game. 1% is the actual game.
Yeah, you got that right. It's a whole new way to just like use my brain for other things. Do you know how much analysis is not happening? Like with me saying, all right, I'm going to do the bell thing. And
Well, you could sit now sipping a coffee, nice, relax, because you're waiting for the AI to do the work. When the AI says get in, you get in. That is it. You know, there's no more thinking involved than say, oh, cool, I want to get in, I want to do this, done. You know, I mean, compare this with traditional. You know, it's way better. I mean, all of the traditional methods of the folks teaching trading, you know, with the bars and the graphs and the channels and the lines and flags and the patterns, and oh my word, after one day your brain's fried. There we go, in. I mean, that's all you had to do. You know, you just look for the AI to say, hey, I want to get in, I get in. I want to get out, I get out.
I feel like I'm buying so late, like the bell comes in, it's like, oh my gosh, like, all right. So now I'm gonna flatten next time. So I flattened. All right, yay! I made $50. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm such an impatient. I'm just like I take the money as soon as I see it. Like, all right, I'm in. Now every time that's a third bell. So if I take another bell, it's gonna be like a high risk bell. Ah, look at how much more I could have made. That's okay. I'm at profit, right? Oh gosh. All right, so guys, listen. This is awful. I should have not exited until the X. I'm such a chicken little.
Well, that's the one sided, but if you blow up that graph and you look at your mini indicators, because remember we've got the big ones, but there's a small game. If you expand that end and you go a little bit deeper, when you open it up, then you'll see there's little mini indicators.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's do that.
And those are the ones that make you bag.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's redo the simulation. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Okay. There's a cherry. So we're gonna start it here. Okay. So I cannot remember what's gonna happen. So honestly, I'm really going at it with you. Okay. Here we go. So. The mini indicators are going to reveal. This is a better perspective. Remember, you guys can go to CryptoGain, GAIN, today.com and get these. You can practice with me. You got to practice. Thomas, okay, bye. Bye.
So now you wait for the money back.
Bye.
You can buy more, yes.
Buying on the bell and the big bell on the bottom. Buy. Okay, so I've bought 4 times. So I'm going to just hang tight and then I'm going to flatten when we get up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm taking profit. Yeah, I did it. I made $443. All
there
right.
You go.
Wait. Now I gotta wait for another 1. Okay, so money bags. Now if I get a 1, okay, buy. I'm buying on the 1. All right. 6, 7. Selling. Okay. Yeah. This is awesome. Okay. Oh, I'm buying again. Selling. I made. Oh, this is addictive. Oh my gosh, this is good. Okay, wait. I'm waiting. I need to wait for a 1 because the money bag came in, so now it's dropping. So technically, I should be selling the market at. Dude, Thomas, the mini indicators worked. $665.
Yep. there is so much hidden gems into this AI thing that we created. It is
Oh,
phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
dude, the simulation. Okay, so how many days? Let's go back to see like this simulation. I'm just gonna to how many days? So that's like, you know, hyper trading. So you could take your ruler here and say from here to here. Oh, that was simulation in 99 days though. But I mean, the point of it is that so this is a 1 day chart. So each indicator, each bar was 1 day. But you could use
Yeah,
that same thing on
yeah, yeah. But I mean, just look at for instance where it crosses the river on the one, all the way till when you get the first red. Yeah, from there, no?
yeah, so here's like this is the first bell, which is right here.
Yeah. So you could have taken a trade on the first bell, and then as soon as it came close to the river, you could have gotten out. And then when it came down again and you got the star, you can get in another trade there.
Here's the first bell right here. This is the river he's talking about, guys. That he calls the Keltner band the river. And I'll make that line blue just because the river. So I'll put a little label here so you guys know the river. Okay, there's the river. And then down here, you're thinking like you could have
No, see where the star is. You see there's the gray
right here.
band?
Start
Yeah,
right.
the star is right there. So that was the next opportunity for you to get in and do another trade.
So this is the star right here. You can see it like right there. So then you get in right here on the next. So you get the bell and the star. So you get in right here. And then the mini indicators, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can take this and say if you got in on the star and you got it on the money bag, that's 26% in 6 days.
Yep. So that's a weak trade.
Yeah, if you had 10,000 in it, that's $2,600 in 6 days. The rent is
That's
paid.
paying the rent. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, so you get your seed money and then that's it. 6 days the rent's paid. So then the next one takes some time. You know, the next opportunity really kind of went sideways. You can see how it's still on the river. It's on the bank, deep on the bank, close to the bank, literally, right? And then it goes up, but so 7. So say you bought back in and you went back to this point. That's still another 21% in 28 days. But these are little mini take profit opportunities within each day. So that's some good intraday trading. Ethereum had some major movements. And then if you were shorting the market and you took profit here, you decided, all right, it's at such a high, I'm going to bet it's going to go down, and you lived in another country like Thomas does, then you would have made another 15% on the way down. Yeah, so Thomas, you can make money on both sides of the fence, which is phenomenal. So there is a benefit to living in Africa.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, even though the electricity is here or there. So guys, you can go to cryptogaintoday.com and you can scoop these indicators up and you could start gamifying your crypto trading and stock trading and your options trading with all of these. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Send us your comments and feedback. You can email us or you can reach us on social media. And it was a great meeting with you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we have. And we look forward to seeing you become extremely successful. And We're very thankful and grateful that we have the ability to share this technology with you, because I wouldn't trade without it. I just, hands down, I would not trade without the technology that I get from Joe. Had it for 5 years, and it gives me such a peace of mind, because I can honestly say, like, at every moment when I look at the market, I know whether it's at my risk tolerance to get in on a trade or not. and that's how I feel about it. So I feel so confident from actually like reading these indicators over the last 5 years. This is the brand new one, and I love it so much already, that Thomas actually developed with Joe. And it's just a more of a relaxing environment to be in, and you don't feel so nervous Nelly going into the market, because you learn to read the rhythm of the music and then those charts, and then you have, I would say, correct expectations of what will or could be coming down the pike. And think that we would, hopefully you'll come to the next class and you'll learn a little bit more, so you get to feel safe and confident, so that you can make good choices and decisions and ultimately manage your own portfolio. That's all I feel like is most important for what I teach, is that you guys can feel confident and self-reliant on managing your own portfolio. Anything you want to add to that, Thomas?
No, I think you said it best. As I said, I am very excited to welcome any new folks to our community, and I am looking forward to having a lot of skilled, successful traders on the easiest path possible, because this is like eating candy while playing games and getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do feel like this is going to help a lot of people practice and practice and practice, and not with their real personal portfolio. Yeah, it's different from paper trading, the way I just did it earlier with the buying and selling on the paper trader that comes with the TradingView account. And this right here, the biggest part of this is that you have that replay, but it's a gamified replay where you can, do it yourself and you can practice. And that's what's going to really make it happen for you, is to keep on practicing, and follow the indicators and test them and test them and test them. And that's all I can ask of you guys, is please get them and just test them and test them and test them until you understand and you get those trades right. Because if you keep practicing and keep gamifying and making it fun, you will actually wake up one day and it will be fun and you will be winning, and then you will just continue to win and win and win. So with that being said, go to cryptogaintoday.com and get your indicators. They're in super sale for $139 for 3 months. That's 90 days that you get to practice. And in 90 days, if you practice every day, you are going to be able to read these like no other, and you will get in sync with the market. And they work on stocks, forex, crypto, and options. So whatever market you're in, you can really broaden your horizons. And I invite you to continuously practice every day. And that you could do crypto one day and stock the other, and forex the third day, and then options the fourth day. Or you could do all 4 of them the same day. And I'd really challenge you to just see, what you can get done with these, and come back and let us know. I guarantee you're going to win. Whether you want to win or not, you're going to win once or twice or 3 times, and you're going to perfect it. So thank you, Thomas, for everything that you do, and I appreciate what you created here with Joe, and it's so excited to have you on the team, and we look forward to working with you, all of you guys, and go to cryptogaintoday.com and get your indicators, and we will see you on the other side and in the weekly classes, and we're going to get you up and running so that you can manage your own portfolio. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Good night.